Hello everybody, Captain Marty here. It is Monday, June the 23rd, and the 66th annual Hatteras Marlin Club Tournament is underway with 56 boats. They'll pick 3 out of the next 5 days to fish. That's the captain's choice, but I'll tell you more about that at the end of our report, and I'll be right back with a complete look at Outer Banks fishing.
Clint Godwin, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in Manteo, can help you find the right insurance coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, car, life, or health insurance, Clint will go to work for you to make sure that you're well taken care of. Trust me, I know from personal experience. Call Clint today at 473-2119 or swing by and pay him a visit at his office in Manteo. He'd love to see you. Clint Godwin, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent that's ready to go to work for you. Real. That's the first word that comes to mind when I think about Outland Seafood in Mans Harbor. Yeah, they're the first and last place you see coming to and leaving the Outer Banks on Highway 64 in Dare County, but they're also real when it comes to fresh local seafood. Troy Outland, real. Curtis and Josh, real. The indoor crab shedders, real. Stop by and see for yourself right next to White Shopping Center and check them out on social media. Outland Seafood in Mans Harbor, real.
So the Hatteras fleet did well. They had nice catches of mixed small blackfin tuna and mixed Baylor dolphin. They had a few wahoo in the catches today. And one of the boats that was doing a warm-up fishing for the Marlin Club Tournament, I think it was called the Island Belle, but she caught and released 4 blue marlin. So it was a good day for them on the blue marlin bite. So offshore, not a lot of big fish right now, but when they put their minds to it, they're coming up with a nice meat catch, and all of that stuff is premium eating. The smaller sized dolphin or mahi and the blackfin tuna. Inshore, they had a little bit of everything. A few amberjacks, a few bluefish, a few Spanish mackerel, even a couple of puppy drum, I've heard, on a couple of the wrecks. And we'll talk more about the puppy drum as we get into the surf and the backcountry report. Oregon Inlet, tuna fishing fell off some, average of 2 to 9 yellowfin tuna to the boat. That's an average. There might have been someone that had more than 9. And there's probably somebody that didn't have 2, but 2 to 9 of the 40 to 50 pound yellowfin tuna. Did not see big eyes, did not see a stray giant bluefin, which are still loitering in the canyons off the coast. But everybody had a few tuna, 2 to 9, and then rounded out their catch with either some dolphin, mahi, Baylor dolphin, or some tilefish. Tile fishing is something that was frowned upon when I was a captain, but I grew up with them, grew up eating them and catching them, and I love them. Really good, deep water fish on the bottom. All those fish that eat crabs and shrimp for a living, they just really taste good. Back in closer to shore, triggerfish, moonfish, Spanish mackerel, and still a cobia or 2 to be caught along the way as well. And a few other things too, some bonitas around the inlet, and even a few Baylor dolphin, believe it or not. So that's the time of year when we do see them all the way into the sea buoy at Hatteras and Oregon Inlet. So there's a few of them caught closer to shore, and the weather is really looking good this week for our offshore fleet. This would be a great day to get on a makeup charter and go fishing. Pier and surf fishing is just scattered, really. There's almost every species represented. It's hard to tell about numbers when you look at their reports, and they'll say we had bluefish, sea mullet, and Spanish mackerel, but they don't tell you how many in most cases. So it could be 1 of each, or it could be 100 of each. But I can tell you that the bluefish bite, especially in the mornings and especially on the northern piers, has been real good. And there's a mixed-in Spanish mackerel going on as well. And water temperatures at Rodanthe Pier, which is kind of a middle ground, I was a little surprised. 70 degrees. That's not very warm. It's not hot for sure, and it's really a little bit cold for swimming. My limit, believe it or not, is 72 degrees. That's the temperature of the springs in Florida. They never change. And buddy, when you went diving in one of those things in July or August and it was 72 degrees, it felt like ice water. But up here it's a little bit different. Why is the water so cool along the beach? Because the southwest wind is blowing the surface water off, and then the upwelling from underneath is that cool wintertime water, and that's why you're seeing those temperatures. Surf fishing, just like the pier fishing, bluefish, Spanish mackerel, sea mullet, and there's still, especially on Hatteras Island, a few big pompano. There was a 4-pounder caught yesterday. So I guess what I'm trying to say, there's a little bit of everything available, but not a whole lot of numbers of anything other than the bluefish right now. And I'd like to have one of them for dinner if I could get one. So we'll take a little break, and I'll be back to talk to you about the backcountry.
Teachers Lair Marina in Hatteras Village is the closest spot on the Outer Banks to the Gulf Stream. Just inside Hatteras Inlet, Teachers Lair is fully loaded with bait, tackle, ice, snacks, and drinks for your fun-filled day out on the water. Want to get rigged up to catch the big one? Lee and the gang in the tackle shop can outfit you to catch whatever is eager to get hooked. To see the marina, the tackle shop, or to book a charter, go online to teacheslair.com. Teachers Lair Marina in Hatteras Village. Your fishing venture awaits.
Backcountry fishing remains good. Puppy drum, bluefish, back in the sound. The sound side of Hatteras for the wading fishermen was pretty good with puppy drum and bluefish as well. And then when you get out into the deeper water, there's a pretty good trout bite, speckled trout bite going on. But that season is still closed as of you listening to me today. I think it's going to open up on July the 1st, and we'll keep you posted when that does happen. But other than that, that's about the long and the short of it. The Hatteras Marlin Club Tournament is run out of the Hatteras Marlin Club, which the majority of people that come to Hatteras do not even know where that is. But if you get into the middle of Hatteras Village and you see the red and white grocery store, there's a little road or an alley that goes right down the wall of the store on the right-hand side. You just follow that road down and you'll come right to the Hatteras Marlin Club. You're welcome to get out and walk around and look at probably one of the most beautiful fleets of sport fishing boats in the world right now. And most of them will be out to sea tomorrow, I bet. Most of them, with the weather being pretty, are probably, they get to fish 3 out of 5 days. Most of them will fish their first 2 days if the weather's pretty, and then make a decision on how they'll get that third day in. But that's the 66th annual. Come on by and say hello. I'll be there all day long, all week long, and I'll be uploading the website so that you can go and see what the standings are. I try to get those updated within 60 seconds of a release being reported to me. So keep all that in mind. Have a great week. I hope the good Lord blesses you.